recording now. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the terms and conditions of auction sale in New South Wales, I'll just bring those up, the parties who are registered. Here we go. Of course, the printer reserve price must be given to me right in prior to the auction commences. I've just witnessed that, and let me tell you, they've made a decision to do what the property sold here, reflecting that reserve. A bid to the seller can be made from instructed what's called the seller's bid. I announce it as that bid. The sale, of course, the highest bidder is the purchaser, is subject to the reserve price. In the event of a disputed bid, the auction is a sole arbitrary and that is final. I can refuse to accept any bids which I feel is not in the best interest of the sellers, and a bidder taken to be the principal has given us a written authority to bid on behalf of another purchaser. Now the first call, second call, third and final call. Once the hammer comes down, of course, that is the purchaser. I do always give parties time. As we are online, I do appreciate and respect the fact that you might have slow internet. If you do, I will be patient and give all parties plenty of time to make that bid. Now, when you do bid, the process is you're either being issued with a number, either in your phone or just write the number down. When you do make a bid, please call out your bid and hold the number to the screen as best you can. And when I receive that number and the bid, I will register that bid as the bid and we'll keep moving forward. And if the situation is there's two bids that come on the screen simultaneously, it is at my discretion which bid I accept, and that decision is final. I'll try and be as fair as possible. I cannot accept the bid after falling the hammer, so I said I'm going to give parties plenty of time before I bring the hammer down. And most importantly, this is a very important point, if we do fall short of the seller's written reserve price, the highest bidder during the auction will have that first opportunity to talk to Theo direct, to declare that reserve to him under auction conditions, and have the ability to pay that or negotiate a figure. So I'm going to give parties that opportunity. As I said, there is no hurry, so it is very important. I will reward the highest bidder with that opportunity. And as soon as tactile before the hammer, the purchase signed the contract, the sale of land. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been no change to the contract. It is a very straightforward contract. The contract itself has been made available to all purchasers here today. As I said, there's been no changes. It is a lovely apartment. And as I said, if you have made any changes to the contract prior to today, those approved amendments will be made upon signing on completion of here today. Of course, also the prescribed deposit is payable today under auction conditions. You would be issued an EFT number. Theo and the team will work that out straight after the auction. The opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great opportunity. As you can see, it's a beautifully appointed apartment. It really does tick a lot of boxes. When you're looking for an apartment, you're looking for both lifestyle, accommodation, location. This one has it all. It's certainly got the size, as you can see throughout. It's beautifully presented. It's got the floorboards, generous size proportions. It's a relatively modern block. As you can see, everything is spacious here, and that huge deck all set up for entertainment. Station straight across the road, so if you really want access to transport, you've got that. Plus, you've got the secure parking, plus the storage. So really, from my point of view, this is a great apartment from not just a lifestyle point of view, but also a long-term investment there as well. And clearly, we're here to sell it here today. So, ladies and gentlemen, everything's in order. I've got my reserve. The contract's straightforward. Property's here to be sold here today. Here's your opportunity to buy it on your terms. For the parties who are registered, I will ask you to turn your screens on for who are registered. When you do make a bid, just turn your mic off, call that bid out loud and clearly. And as I said, I'll be happy to accept your offer. So here's your opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Opening bid to start me off. Who'd like to go first? Make me an offer. You know what Theo and the team have been quoting as a guide price. Certainly I'd look for that and bid somewhere around there would be great. So mid-sixes, somewhere around there will get you in. Happy to leave it in your hands. Make me an offer to start me off. Got my hammer. Who'd like to go first? Just all you have to do is take your mic off, put that number to the screen. I'll be happy to accept your offer. Opening bid, ladies and gentlemen.
640.
640. Bidder number one at 640,000. 640,000 with bidder number one. You've got the first right with that offer at 640,000. Highest bid stands. Your favour, bidder number one holds the bid there. That's 640 and first right at $640,000. That's 640,000 with bidder one at 640,000. As I said, you've got the first right there at 640,000. That's 640,000 now. Bids there now at 640,000 now. Bids there now at 640. That's 640,000. Bidder number one holds the bid there at 640. I'm going to call your first call in your favour, bidder one, at 640,000. You've got the first right there at 640. 650 will get you in, otherwise 640 holds the bid. At 640,000 now, bid there now. Second call and fair warning at $640,000 now at 640,000 now. Your bid there now at 640,000 now. Bid there at 640. At 640,000.
Oh, six.
So,
Sorry, this.
What's your number there?
Number this. I'll fix that. Let's see.
Okay, I'll wait. I'll be patient. As I said, I'll be patient. What is your bid while I've been patient? I can see your screen. No, you've got your screen up. Sorry, you've got your. All right, bidder number two. Thank you, bidder number two. What is your bid?
650.
650. Bidder number two at 650 there at 650 now. Thank you for your bid. 650 now. At 650, the bids with 650 now. Bidder number two at 650,000. Bidder number two. It's very good buying at that. At $650,000 now. Bidder number two at 650. Bidder one. Now's the time to come in now. 660 will get you in at 650,000. At 650,000 now. Bidder number two holds the bid at 650. First call at 650. Bidder number two. Second call. Bidder number two at $650,000 now at 650. At 600. Bidder one, just unmute yourself.
655.
No, I'm going to keep it in tens if I can. I'll do you 660. I'm going to be fair. 660. Can I say it, bidder one?
No.
I don't understand what no means. That's
No,
hard.
no, thank you.
Look, I'm going to do that, but I won't go any lower. 660, 655 now. Put your card back up, bidder one at 655. I'll do the same for bidder number two. Just at 655 now. Bidder number one at 655. At 655, bidder number one. It's against bidder number two. I'll do you 660. Bidder number two. Otherwise, bidder number one at 655 holds the bid there at 655. At 655 now, bidder number one holds the bid at 655. At 655 now, bidder number one. Can I say 660, bidder two? At 655, bidder one now at 655. At 655 now, bidder one. At 655,000. First call with bidder one. Second call with bidder one and first right at 655. At 655,000, bidder one holds the bid there at 655. At 600.
660.
660, bidder two at 660,000, bidder number two at 660. At 660,000, bidder number two. At 660,000 now, 65 will get you in, bidder one. Otherwise, 660 holds the bid, bidder number two. At $660,000 now. First call in your favour, bidder number two at 660,000. Second call and fair warning at $660,000 now at $660,000 now at $660,000 now. Bidder number two holds the bid at $660,000 now at 660. Third and fair warning, highest bid, first right at $660,000 now with bidder number two at $660,000 now. It's against bidder number one at $660,000 with bidder number two at $660,000 now. All done at $660,000 now. You sure bidder number one? Bidder number two holds the bid at $660,000 now. Highest bid stands with bidder number two at $660,000 now. All done, all silent at $660,000. Are you out, bidder number one?
I can do another 5.
65, just need to see that card. Thanks, bidder number one. Just need to hold that. 65, thank you, bidder number one. Give you the same time, bidder number two. You hold the bid and you've got the first right as the highest bidder at 665. At 665,000 now, 665. At 665,000, your bid, bidder number one. You opened it, you come a long way at 665. It's against bidder number two. I'll give you time if you need it. bidder number 2. Otherwise, bidder number 1 has the first right under auction conditions as the highest bidder at 665,000. Can I say 670, bidder number 2 at 665,000? Can I say 670, bidder number 2? Otherwise, bidder number 1 at 665 holds the bid. Come a long way. I've been very patient. Happy to wait for you a bit more if you need that time. Otherwise, highest bid stands at 665,000. First call is 665 and fair warning. Second call at 665,000. 70.
Yeah, 670.
670 now. Thank you. Bidder 2 at 670 now. At 670, you're getting there closer. Bidder number 1, just need a bit more increase. Otherwise, 670 holds the bid there at 670,000 now at 670. At 670,000 now at 670. Can I say another 5, bidder 1 at 670,000 now at 670. Another 5. Thank you for your bidding, bidder number 1. Bidder number 2 holds the bid and first right at 670,000 now. Bidder number 2 at $670,000 now. I'm going to call first call in your favour. Bidder number 2 at 670,000 at 670. Second call at $670,000 at 670,000 now at 670,000 now, with bidder number 2 at 670,000 now at 670. At 670,000 now with bidder number 2, second and third, and final call at 670,000 now, all done, all silent at 670,000 now with bidder number 2 at $670,000. Are you sure, bidder 1? Happy to take your 2s if it helps. Otherwise, 670 is the highest bid. All done, all silent at $670,000. All done, all silent. Highest bid stands with you, bidder number 2, and you've got the first right. I'm just going to confirm my instructions with the sellers. I won't be a moment. I hold your bid there as the highest bid at $670,000 now. Bidder number 2. Just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be very patient. Still hold the bid there. I won't be long. I'm just going to confirm my instructions with the sellers and Theo. Won't be a moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate it. Just confirm bidder number 2 has increased his offer to $680,000. Just reconfirm that. Thank you, bidder 2.
Charles,
Theo,
this is it's Theo. We're selling. We're selling to bidder number 2.
Yep, number 2, you've secured the property. If there's no further bidding, it is your property. Bidder number 2 at $680,000. That's $680,000 now with bidder number 2 at $680,000 now and selling at $680,000. Just confirm that from the seller in the text. We are selling at $680,000. Selling. First call selling, bidder number 2. Second call at $680,000 and selling. Third and final call selling at $680,000. All done, all silent and selling. Going. Congratulations, bidder number. Yes, well done. Congratulations, bidder number 2 at $680,000. I really appreciate all your attendance. Well done, bidder number 2, and wish you all the best. And to me, it's very good buy. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of the weekend. We'll be in touch with you in a moment. Offline, bidder number 2. Thank you.